Good morning. It is 7:50. It gets daylight kind of late right now. Had a decent night's sleep, but cars started pulling in the parking lot at like before 6 a.m. with their headlights on us because everybody's going up to Preacher Rock for sunrise. Today's going to be a big day, especially for early on the AT. At least me and Hops, and I don't know if anybody else, are going to do a 17 today. So we're going to go from Woody Gap to Hog Pen Gap. So we first got like 10.8 or something to Neels Gap. We'll stop for a pizza and then keep on going. And I think some of the others are going to be in the van, all of or part of today. All right, here we go. Blood Mountain Wilderness. I know I have not done a very good job of videoing the first 2 days. This is just such a different experience than I'm used to, being with a group and everything planned. But I'm gonna try to do better today. I'll probably be by myself more, trying to knock out these miles. Shouldn't be a problem. We did 12 yesterday by 3:30 with an hour and a half lunch, so. It's supposed to be a clear day, so there should be some pretty awesome views up the top of Blood. That beautiful view was Preacher Rock. Too bad there were still several people there from trying to catch sunrise this morning. A lot of them had already gone back down. I passed coming up, but there were still several there. There were some overnighters camping with all kinds of gear. The one guy we saw carry up a roll of paper towels. Not sure what in the world they're doing with all that. So hopefully they take it back out with them. But it's kind of breezy and cool, but still very humid. There's a really beautiful stretch. It's only beautiful because it's flat. Look at this. It's like a celebrity trail for the AT. It has been a beautiful morning, pretty uneventful, making pretty good time. I've only got like just over 2.5 miles before I get to the top of Blood. Only thing happened, there was some, I'm gonna sound like an old man here for a minute. There was some punk kid playing his music out loud. And I told him you could, I was real polite. And I said, just so you're aware, you can hear that electronic music for a long way. I've been listening to it for a while. He just acted bewildered. My music? And he's like, interesting. And he just stood there when I passed him. I've not seen him since. So hopefully I've gotten far beyond him so I don't have to listen to that anymore. But I'm going to have to stop for water soon. I think I've only got about a 1/4 liter left. So I will pick up some water at the next water. And I'll probably be back when I get to the top of Blood Mountain. Okay, I'm not to Blood Mountain yet, but as I was going through Gerard Gap back there was a small group, and I was chatting with them as I walked through. I've kind of been on a mission this morning, just trying to push myself a little bit. And the lady yelled at me, asked me what my name was, and she said she watched the videos. So, Charlie, if you see this, or Charlie girl, if you see this, good luck on your through hike. She said she has a YouTube channel. I think she said it was Charlie Girl Hikes. If you're looking for someone to follow. I've not seen the channel yet. Haven't had service. And I'm moving right now. But if I see her again later, maybe I'll try to do an interview with her. But I don't know if I'll see her at Neels Gap or not. But it's starting to get pretty toasty pretty quick here this morning. I think it's supposed to be up to like 80 or in the 80s today. Which is a bit much for this humidity. But I'll take this over rain and overcast and Halloween looking woods any day. And there's the Blood Mountain Shelter, and here's the view. Woo. Okay, I'm getting pretty close, within a half mile of Neels Gap. Hops had caught up for the climb to Blood Mountain, and we had somebody else we were walking with, and we were all talking. And then Hops booked it up ahead because he was eager to get to the soda. He said he was going to have 4 sodas and a pizza. I've been walking, talking to somebody else. So we're, a little over 10 in for the day. Should be there by 1 o'clock, I think. I don't know what time it is. And I'll probably sit there at least an hour and a half. I've got to sort out some food because I've got some food resupply in the van. And the van leaves us tonight for a couple days. So I need to resort out my food, see if I need to buy anything at Neels Gap. I'm definitely going to have an oven pizza. I mean, provided they have them and we can get them. I'm walking down the hill into Neels Gap. And I was thinking about how the first time I walked this stretch right here and I saw the building in 2021 when I did a long section, I started crying. I was so excited and happy to be here. While I was thinking about that, I wasn't really paying attention where I was walking. I stepped on a rock weird and I just rolled the heck out of my ankle. It still hurts a little bit. It'll be okay in a second. But it's gonna be long break time.
Some, but I think we're not supposed to hand it out. Yeah. See you later, Robert.
All right, stayed at Neels Gap. Their mountain crossings for probably 2 hours. Had a pizza, an old school glass bottle of Coke, a can of cherry Coke, a bottle of Powerade. I'm full and hydrated. The van's leaving us here, and about half the crew are all leaving. There are 4 of us that are gonna keep hiking, and we have about 7 more miles to go to get to Hog Pen Gap today. Okay, now that we're back away from all the hubbub, people walking everywhere, and all the motorcycle noise at Neels Gap, a little over a mile north of that at Bull Gap. So a few other things that happened this afternoon. Nips had a hole in his air pad. We were able to find that hole and repair it. And then this girl kept walking by and I was thinking, man, she looks familiar. But I couldn't figure out where I knew her from. So I asked her name, she said French Toast. I said, oh, we were around each other in the PCT. So it was kind of cool running into her. I love how small the trail community is. I've seen so many people out here that I know or that know me. And no, it's just kind of amazing. Last time I saw her was, I think, maybe Cascade Locks in Oregon at Trail Days in 2024. And then just to be in the same spot at the same time 2 years later is pretty fascinating. Anyway, it's a little ups and downs the rest of the day. All right, I'm about 16 miles in with almost 2 left, and I've been wanting to take a break, and I think I found my spot. Been looking at this view, eating some sour gummy worms, and it's just perfect here. And I was thinking, man, I wish if I didn't have the crew to meet up, I was thinking I'd just camp right here and be done. Then I realized 2 of the crew are behind me. I can just tell them I'm not coming until tomorrow. But then I realized I don't have any water. This is how much water I have. It's a 1 liter bottle, so I have like 1 big drink. So I gotta keep going because I need water. All right, I think got 1.9 to go. All right, I think this is Cow Rock Mountain. It's so crazy, like things that I haven't thought about or didn't even know were in my memory. When I see certain places on the trail, I remember things that are just like, wow, I forgot that even happened. When I came up on this place here, I remember in 2021 when I was doing the long section hike, I walked by here and there were 2 people that I knew from that year. They were sitting there having a beer. I don't remember their names. I remember like what they look like, or a little bit about them, but I don't know their names or people I hadn't even thought about for 4 years. It's just crazy how when you're in a place that will jog your memory. Coming down into Neels, otherwise known as Neels Gap. I kept hearing something, trying to figure out what it was. It looks like there's a yellow Corvette getting towed. Once I get down here, I just got about a 600-foot climb and then we're done. Okay, I'm coming down into Hog Pen Gap, which is the destination for the day. But I just looked at the map and I think the water is to my right. So I'm gonna go that way and fill up on water. And then I assume Hops is up on the road on the other side somewhere. But I'm not backtracking, so I'm gonna get water now. The water source wasn't the greatest, but I was able to drink almost a liter and get about 2 liters. All right. This is, I've never had a production crew. Nips has a light shining on my face. I don't know what to say when I'm in the spotlight. It was a really good day. We ended up doing 17.8. Our crew went from 8 to 4. And tomorrow's a town day. So we're going to get up and do like 14 and get to town. That's all I have for now. Have a good night. And I'm going to leave you with this sunset.